Hey YouTube, what's up? Another video, the first one of 2024. This is January 4th, 2024. And here I am at the Mabel Davis Park. There's a small little waterfall right here. And a bunch of plants die in January, as you can see. And off in the distance there's a bunch of cut grass because they decided to cut the grass at this park and leave the central part by the water to just die off naturally. And I've done several videos at this park several years ago, and I decided to come back because it's January, a new year, and I figured I would make a video about your clock ticking and it's time to make moves. And I just turned 37 last month in December, and so yeah, I'm being faced with like age-related issues. I'm getting weird pains that I never got in the past, and yeah, and so I just want to encourage everyone out there, and myself included, because these videos encourage myself as well, that you know, time does not care about anybody. The clock is ticking on everybody. Some people it's not ticking that much, like on teenagers and 20-year-olds. But yeah, like every single human being, if you're a human being, you're on a time clock, a clock to do your dreams and ambitions, a clock to get closer to God, a clock to get closer to the ones you love and who love you, and a clock to pay your bills, and a clock to fix your health. And you know, there's the clock time limit on a bunch of things, like going to sleep and waking up, going to work in the morning. So yeah, so you know, just look at this small little dinky waterfall at Mabel Davis Park, and look at all the dead plants around me, and then the green grass and the trees in the background. So some parts are dying and some parts are coming back healthy. And it's like, you know, at the beginning of the year, at least in Austin, Texas, a lot of things die out in nature. And so it's like, what do you need to change the season of? Everything is seasons. You know, there's a season for dying, there's a season for planting the fields, putting the work in. There's a season for being relaxed and just sitting in your house, like during the cold and like bad weather and stuff like that. And there's a season to grow and pick the fruits of ripeness. And so you know, it's cold and wet this January in 2024, and I'm looking around because there's other people walking by at this park, and so it's like, are you making the best out of the season that you are in right now? And so put the work in today in your season, even if you're in a season of relaxation. Okay, put the work in to relax really well and recuperate and regenerate really well. And if you're in a season of work, put the work in to sow a lot of seeds. If you're in a season of picking the fruit, put the work in to pick as much fruit as you possibly can, or at the very least pick some good fruits. And then yeah, and so yeah, that was the message that popped in my mind. I was thinking, I was like, what is it that I can say January, because I like to make a video January of every year as much as I can. I was like, 2024, I just sold my house, you know, the first house I ever had, which was a really stressful and traumatic, depressing thing, but I'm actually happy that the whole thing happened. So yeah, so I'm about to finish school for massage therapy. I'm about to be a licensed massage therapist. So I'm just saying the clock is ticking. No matter who you are, and the older you are, the more it ticks, the louder that the ticks get, and the more painful that the ticking clock gets. So this is just a positive reminder. No matter what your clock is ticking on, you can do something positive that benefits your life, and put in the work now, regardless of where your clock is. And for those foolish people out there, stop acting like the clock is not ticking. Stop acting like you can beat the clock, because no one can in the whole world. Happy New Year. Peace and love. This is January 4th, 2024. Peace and love. Out.